Turning to the ongoing government shutdown, the White House faces new deadlines to tell two federal judges whether or not SNAP benefits will continue.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told CNN payments could resume as early as Wednesday, but until then, families relying on food assistance are feeling the strain. Joe Cortez is live for us this morning with more on the growing need and how the community is responding.
Well, Kate Patrick, good morning. As demand for food pantries continues to rise, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center in Newport is one of many stepping up and helping the community. They collected over 8,000 pounds of food over the weekend, and they said a lot of these donations aren't just coming from the local or areas. They're coming from all over the state, and the impact of the government shutdown is being felt far beyond Washington. Meanwhile, a federal judge in Rhode Island is ordering the Trump administration to keep SNAP benefits rolling during the shutdown. The ruling, along with a similar one in Massachusetts, requires the use of contingency funds to prevent payments from being frozen. The administration has until today to report its progress, but officials warn many families could still face delays of up to 2 weeks before their benefits are reloaded.
You've got court orders telling the president to fund the program, and as he's done so many times, he's just disregarding the courts, which is contrary to the very oath he took as president.
We saw a 35% increase in how many people are coming to our food pantry in the month of October compared to September, and we've had a really hard time keeping our shelves stocked.
Now, leaders with the community center in Newport say that they're still accepting non-perishable food as well as other toiletry options. Just head over to our website, WPRI.com. We have a whole list, including an interactive map on where anyone who's affected by this SNAP benefit closure to head over to some of the pantries. But coming up at 6:30, we'll hear more from President Trump and his interview with 60 Minutes from over the weekend. That's the latest. Reporting live this morning in Providence, I'm Joe Cortez, 12 News.
34 of the government shutdown, just 1 day away from the longest in United States history.
In a new 60 Minutes interview, President Trump doubled down, putting the blame on Democrats as millions of Americans feel the impact now. Joe Cortez is live for us this morning with more on what the president is saying.
Okay, Patrick, good morning. President Donald Trump was very straightforward on the stalemate with his interview with 60 Minutes, saying that he will not negotiate until the government ends its shutdown. Meanwhile, Democrats, they're demanding a spending bill that expands the Affordable Care Act subsidies with premiums that are set to surge at the end of the year. Now, in his first 60 Minutes interview since settling a lawsuit with CBS's parent company, Paramount, President Trump defended his stance with Democrats over health care, calling the Affordable Care Act bad health care at too high of a price. The ongoing shutdowns left federal workers unpaid and put SNAP benefits at risk. 12 News caught up with Senator Jack Reed, who said practically all of his Republican colleagues voted for the big, beautiful bill, and their notion that Democrats are trying to undo SNAP are directly contradicted by their previous votes in politics. Here's a snippet of the president's 60 Minutes interview with Nora O'Donnell.
I mean, the Republicans are voting almost unanimously to end it, and the Democrats keep voting against ending it. Eventually, they're going to have to vote.
You're saying the Democrats will capitulate?
I think they have to. And if they don't vote, that's their problem. Now, I happen to agree with something else. I think we should do the nuclear option. This is a totally different nuclear, by the way. It's called ending the filibuster.
Now, the White House says that talks with congressional leaders could resume as early as this week, but with either side not backing down, it leaves not just Washington, but the country at a standstill. Reporting live this morning, I'm Joe Cortez, 12 News.